My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. The hatch, the 2025 egg hunt, is an absolute disaster. It is a literal dumpster fire floating down a river, and it is just getting worse and worse. What was supposed to be the great return of egg hunts and one of the best Roblox events in many years has turned into the worst event imaginable, and it hasn't even started. In fact, there is still over 2 weeks until this event is supposed to take place, but at this point, I'm not even sure if it's going to. There is a lot to cover, but to give you a rundown on what's happening, right now on Twitter, hashtag Boycott the Hatch is trending for gaming, and on Roblox's most recent teaser for the Hatch event, there is over half the amount of comments than there are likes. Whenever that happens, you know it's bad. In case you have no idea what the hatch is or what's going on, just to catch you up a little bit, egg hunts are supposed to be returning on July 2nd with the event The Hatch. When this was announced, everybody was so excited because, egg hunts are coming back and it's supposed to be amazing, and now it has turned to an absolute disaster. The disaster begins when a developer leaked everything about this event, and we're talking every detail possible. So this is the Hatch overview, and this was sent out to all the developers who are participating in this event, and the first thing it says is the Hatch is the largest event Roblox has ever produced, featuring 1,000 experiences. Absolutely insane to hear. Surely having 1,000 games could not go wrong, right? The event is supposed to start on July 2nd and end on July 12th, so that is a 10-day event. That's right, a 10-day event for 1,000 experiences. Good idea. And how this event is supposed to work is players will find an egg in each experience that only takes 2 to 3 minutes, and is all a part of a specific module that they have to follow. Now, right away, this is a huge block on creativity and really any freedom for the games to do what they want, to make like a quest or something cool for the event, because they have to be able to find the egg near the spawn, and it has to take no longer than 2 to 3 minutes. So based off just this one screenshot, you can kind of see where things already start to go wrong. And that is exactly what happened, because with this information, when Roblox invited the 1,000 experiences to participate in the event, they did no quality control and no background checks on who they actually invited to the event. And that is when Green Lego Cats made this tweet saying, "I cannot believe what I just saw. Roblox is in shambles. I am genuinely in utter disbelief if I just saw what I just saw." And this brings us to probably the craziest drama I've ever seen on Roblox. Just to give a little bit of structure and understanding to this drama, we first need to start with this game called The Form. Now, this is the game that if you were a developer that got invited to the Hatch, you would join this game and you would probably fill out some form that would agree to the terms of service and show your interest in the event. Now, someone happened to be on the page for the form game, and in the server list, they saw the Roblox developer, The Official Teddy. Now, if you don't know who The Official Teddy is, he is essentially the creator of dating/borderline condo games on Roblox. Very disturbing content. He's been banned multiple times, and for some reason, recently he got unbanned, invited to RDC, and now invited into the Hatch event. Here is a collage of a bunch of pictures taken inside of his games, and there's not just one, there is like multiple games that he has made. They're all obviously soliciting inappropriate behavior on Roblox and genuinely just encouraging predatory activity. Now, I must say it's actually pretty crazy that this was even found, because someone had to have coincidentally been on the page and refreshed it and saw when he was in that server when he was in it, because if that didn't happen, this would not have all exploded into the disaster it is now. But this is the result of inviting 1,000 experiences without any background checks because they accidentally invited a borderline condo game creator and overall someone who is notoriously disgusting in the Roblox community, and they're still on the platform, and now they're in a Roblox event. As soon as this was posted, this is when hashtag boycott the hatch went into full effect, and the community has been in absolute uproar ever since. But it wasn't just the community that was boycotting the hatch, games started to as well. You see, the games that were invited to be in the hatch and registered for it started pulling out of the event games such as Piggy, Pressure, Doors, 3008, Local Official, Untitled Tag Game, Job Application. Wait, that's not supposed to be there. But those games and a lot more have now pulled out of the event, revoking their interest and no longer participating in it, which has absolutely just demolished this event. So at this point, you have the players and the games pulling out and refusing to participate in the event. I think the creator of Doors, Elsplash, probably had the best response to explaining why they pulled out of the event. They said, "I really don't agree with how they're running this event. Honestly, it was a bit tough coming up with something fun for it, and we didn't want to disappoint you guys." As you probably saw, the rules and general premises for this event were really limiting. This time, developers weren't even contacted until days after the event was officially announced. Developers can't ask Roblox for any help or guidance since there are so many involved in this event. We have 2 weeks left, except we still don't have the resources to implement this into our games. Developers were presumably randomly selected through an algorithm, which resulted in bad actors participating in the event when they shouldn't even be allowed on the platform to begin with. It was a crazy few hours of my timeline on Twitter just being spammed with a bunch of games pulling out, and after the game started pulling out, Roblox then was quick to jump on a response. In the official event server, one of the Roblox admins announced, "Hi developers, wanted to officially affirm and reiterate that Teddy will not be a part of this event." So there you have it. Teddy is not going to be in the event, and his disturbing games will not either. But there's more than that. That's not where the issue stops, and it's a bigger issue than just that. My biggest issue is Roblox is acknowledging Teddy and his existence, his terrible games, and why he should not be in the events in the first place. But they're allowing him to be on the platform. They're keeping him on the platform, they're not terminating him, and they're allowing his games to continue to be a problem on the platform. That is my biggest issue, is because why is he still not terminated? He's been terminated many times before. Why not keep him terminated? Actually, since all this drama started, Teddy has privated most of his inappropriate games. He only has 3 left showing on his profile, and the ones that he kept are still pretty bad compared to the rest. But it just shows that he's guilty, and it's so frustrating as a community because someone like this, who's such a bad actor, is supported, is allowed on the platform, and Roblox does absolutely nothing about it. So, what's gonna happen next? What is going to happen with the Hatch event? What was going to be the great return of Acons has now turned into probably the worst Roblox event of all time, and it hasn't even started. Well, Roblox has 2 weeks to figure out something to try and save the reputation of this event, but honestly, I don't think there's much hope. Creecraft made a tweet about how Roblox can fix this event. Number 1, he said, ban Teddy. Well said. I mean, that should be step number 1. Get him off the platform, get rid of his games, and move on from there. Second, he said delay the event, and I agree. I think the event just needs to be reworked, and it needs a little more time, because I feel like if they push out this event, especially with all the drama, and they make no effort to try and change or alter the event in some way, it's just going to come out as an absolute disaster. And number 3, he says make another one of these, which is the Egg Hunt the Great Yolktails, and As many of you know, this was the 2018 egg hunt, and it was absolutely beautiful. I would love another event just like this, and I don't know why Roblox doesn't just do this format of egg hunts because everyone loved it, but I guess that's just too easy. From the community, we have people advocating that the hatch needs to be delayed, and that the event was just made to make soulless investors happy. We have sprouts of community-made egg hunts popping up that might be coming soon. And of course, we have hashtag boycott the hatch trending everywhere. But should you boycott the hatch? And here's my take on it. The hatch is actually the first event that I've been a part of behind the scenes, and Roblox even sent me an egg as one of the teasers for this event, which I thought was amazing. But all this cool stuff has really turned out to be disappointing because now the event's reputation is demolished. Like, I appreciate this gift a lot and I think it's very cool, but it doesn't hit the same after the event has been boycotted by almost everybody. Now, do I think that everyone should boycott the events? No. And the reason I say that is because I have seen everything already. I've seen the events, you know, the hub and what it's going to look like. And I know that there's a lot of developers and people that have worked on this event, spent a lot of time, and I don't feel like that should go to waste. I absolutely think that Roblox should be held accountable for allowing a bad actor such as Teddy into the event in the first place, but I think it's more of a Roblox issue than the hatch issue, if that makes sense, because yes, it is involved with the hatch, but I feel like not playing the events doesn't solve the bigger problem. The bigger problem is people like Teddy being allowed on the platform, games like his also being allowed on the platform. It goes beyond a bigger issue. Will the hatch event still happen? Honestly, I'm not sure. I think it should at least be delayed because, especially with all these games being pulled out and the community just straight up boycotting and refusing to play it, I have no idea how it's even supposed to release as a successful event. So I don't think it'll necessarily get fully cancelled because of all the time and effort and money that's gone into it, but I think it'll at least get delayed or changed up completely. I still love Roblox events with all my heart, and I really do hope that they continue to make more events, and really, especially after seeing the Hunt Mega Edition, it was probably my second favorite event ever, right behind the 2018 Egg Hunt, and I think it was such a strong step in the right direction. And now they got hit with a brick wall in the hatch, but we'll see how Roblox moves on from here.